dance together, my people. True community, you muchinyaba. Original Lu, we are everywhere. True community, you muchinyaya. Dance together, my people. True community, you muchinyaba. Original Lu, we are everywhere. True community, you muchinyaya. Dance together, my people. True community, you muchinyaba. Original Lu, we are everywhere.
Oh, you don't know where that mera. Ni gwe ku waya du nu genu nu kwanya en turado jeno ni ale yan kwa nduriya turado jembe ni la ya kwa nduriyo ni gwe da merga du nu genu nu kwanya en turado jeno ni tane kwa nduriyo turado jembe ni ale yan kwa nyawe ni ya gwe dur kwa na janu kinde ya ni la kon kiri ya bio ti giri ngi nyanga gin ber gin kwanya ti giri ngi nyaro tu bar ku kwa nduriyo ayo guru guru ya janu kinde ya nan won guru ya bio ti giri ngi nyanga gin ber guru ba nyawe ti giri ngi nyaro ber ku ba nduri ro go mu nyi dan na jan go ro kwara jan go kwaro kwara gom te win kwar ga jonu pe ya kwar gir go kwaro ro go ba di ula jan go ro kwara jan go kwaro kwara gom te win kwar ga jonu pe ya kwar gir go kwaro Ajane yugo modo, nyar bondi yugo modo, dumbo nyitan paro kuno nyitan turna merga, modo kel kinyanga, yuze waru kelo kono kuno, dumbo dia bunki, ya munu waru tumdio, ya munu dio kono kuno, modo kangio, kang waru kangio na kuno, modo lop kinyanga, modo kon kinyanga, kon nyar jonu kaya kon dio jang modo, modo lop kin, modo kon kinyanga, kon nyar jonu kaya kon dio yung modo. Ajane yiri kuna jan jonu kai na kuno jan waji ye jon kere wi tur mamen waji ye roda kun kwanye turiyo ajane na kuna jan jonu kai gonu kuna jan waji ye roda kun kere wi tur mamen waji ye jonu kai kwanye turiyo Nidani we da mera dunu kenu kwanya ndura don jeno ni yali yal kwanya na yo ndura don jende nidani yal kwanya turiyo ya yo gru bana janu kinde ya nyar kon gru ya bio ki gri nyi nyanga gin bar gun banya ki gri nyi paro bar gun banya dan ya gru ya janu kinde ya nyar kon gru ya go ki gri nyi nyanga gin bar gun banya ki gri nyi paro bar gun banya go bani ni dan jan go war jan go war gam de wi war ga jonu ke ya war gir go waro Ajane yugo modo ajane yugo modo doni dan paro kuno dan turna merga modo kelgi nyanga yuze waru kelo gon kuno ya mungkin ya munu waru tunja ya mun jagon kuno mod kangia tang wor tang jona kuno modo kongi nyanga kon nyarjolu kaya kon jo jang mori modo lobgi modo kongi nyanga kon nyarjolu kaya kon jo jang mori jane dirbulo jang kai na kuna chan waji ye roda kun kere wi turman waji ye jonu kai kwanye turiyo mera mir kan mire meru yai kan mire mera mir kan mire meru en kan mire tu kon go yo go miro no yala nuro ko mi to mam no yala nuro jana zola nuro no yala nuro anu jana zol anu jana zol anu jana zol anu jana zol no yala nuro no yala nuro
Happy to MC the event. So there will be a series of things that is happening. First of all, I would like to apologize to all of us that we're starting very late. But again, it's a fundraising event. So I believe that we shall pull it up in the remaining hours that we have. As you can see, many of the seats are empty. We expected a lot of people to come from the community, but they're not here. Maybe others are still on the way. They will come and join us. But we're not going to wait anymore because we don't want to lose some of the things that we want to do today. So before we go ahead, I would like to call my sister Asuntawan. She will come and open for us with a word.
نعم إلهنا مبارك يا رب نشكرك وبنعظم اسم بتاعك في زمن ده يا رب. يا رب شكرا من محبة بتاعك اللي تقدر تجيبنا هنا في مكان ده حتى أننا جايين نساعد أخت بتاعنا أنا. زي ما أننا هنا يا رب أنا بيستول كل شيء بين الدين بتاعك يا رب. لأن إنت قلت كل شيء أننا بنعمل خلي ننادي اسم بتاعك يا رب. أنا بيستول كل واحد الجاي هنا في محل ده يا رب. إذا ألمس قلب بتا كل واحد هنا حتى أنا جايين نساعد أخت بتاعنا أنا بفرزين ده حتى عدد بتاعنا بسيط لكن يا رب إذا هو بيتم كل شيء على حسب مشيئة بتاعك يا رب. زي ما إنت عارف وادي بتاعنا في أفريقيا، زي ما إنت عارف أخت بتاعنا هي ريسايد كوميني بتاعه باك هوم. برضو يا رب أنا بيستودع كل برنامج ده بين الدين بتاعك يا رب. إنت هو بتميد الدين بتاعك حتى برنامج ده بيتم باك هوم يدايا. عشان كده يا رب أنا بيستودع كل شيء بين الدين بتاعك يا رب. برضو في ناس لسه جايين أنا بيستودع ناس بين الدين بتاعك يا رب. إنت بوصلهم بالسلامة حتى أنا جايين نتلذذ بيوم ده يا رب. عشان كده يا رب بدونك يا رب أنا ما بنقدر نعمل أي شيء. أنا بننادي كل شيء يتم على حسب المشيئة بتاعك. أني تخطيط بتاع إبليس هنا مرفوض باسم يسوع المسيح. أنا بنعلن الدم بتاعك في محل ده. كل شيء أنا بنعمل خلي كل مجد بتاعك يا رب. أنا من دي كتير أنا بقول ده كل أنا بعرفه ده باسم يسوع المسيح.
Thank you so much, Sister Asunta. So the first thing I would like to start with is housekeeping. Now I would like to honor the presence of our uncle, Mariano Moore here, and also our brother Mabok Deng, who is here. And I would like also to say thank you so much for all of you who are gathered into this place. And we're going to start our program. So I know that you know why we're here, and I know that you know this is a fundraising for a place called Mbili. Now the first time I heard about that name, I did not know. I never heard about it. We had a little bit of a chat with Sister Anhana about that place. But then I know if some of you don't know this place, we'll have an opportunity to hear about that place a little bit later. And as I said, that we're not going to wait, we're just going to continue. Now, we know Sister Hannah is from the Luo community, and as I was chatting with her, I understand that there are not many people from her sub-community of the Luo, who are many here in South Australia, but I know there are other subgroups that are many, like the Achole are so many here, the Newark, there are very few, but from her sub-community of the Luo, I think she's only 1 or 2 or 3 people. And in that, we have the honor of our sister Achan, who will then come and welcome all of us on behalf of the Luo people of Mbili village, or it's a city, just whatever that place is. So she's coming to her to welcome all of us on behalf of this of these people there from Mbili.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Helen Achar Paul or Alfred, my husband. My name. In the first place, I'd like to thank everyone who come here today to support our Umbili community. Thank you so much for you. Anything you give small can help, because as all of you know, Anna here, she's only alone. No one else here Anna can stand with or to help her, but she's very hard-working lady, and she cares for the people at home, and they choose her to do this thing. So I would like to say thank you very much to give your time to come here. So whatsoever you give small, God will bless your pocket. So I would like to welcome you guys all again to support her. So because of a lot of things been happening to our community this time, this thing been up and down. We was gonna do it like 3-4 times. We can't do it. We want to do it, Corona come, lockdown. She cannot go. You can see a number of people now, they're not coming because we got some. If we talk about Jurshol and actually we are very close because we are all Luo speaker, but something happened to us yesterday which is not very good news, so that it reduced the number of the people to come here. But whatsoever you are, if you want to help, you can call Anna, you can do whatever you want to do for the people back at home. So I want to say thank you very much for everyone. And thank you, Anna, for thinking about people at home. I know God can help us. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Chan. If you are here and you happen to be from the minority tribes of South Sudan community, just please remember that there are people who will stand on behalf of your community members to support you in anything that you're doing. It's just like our Sister Chan, who is from the Luo sub-community of Dacholi. And I give you thanks for standing for Hannah and supporting her on that event. Now, just to let you know what's going to happen, we shall have a presentation about that place called Mbili. We shall have a few people who will also be speaking to us. I'm not sure, but maybe there is something that we can share as well. A little bit of food. If there is no, please don't take me hostage for what I have said, but I just want to give you a heads up of what's going to happen. Now, there is one thing that I probably forgot to say in the beginning, and I would like to say it now. It's an acknowledgement. And I acknowledge that we stand on the land of the Ghana people, and we respect their relationship, past and present, with their country. Thank you so much. Now, there is a message that came from the Luo community members in Melbourne, and I'm not sure, is he your uncle, related to you? All right, so he sent a message for this gathering, and he sent it through the web, the WhatsApp, but we cannot get sound from the computer to the main sound. So what we are going to do, we're going to play the message, but we shall only put a picture of the person speaking on the screen so that you can just have an idea of the person that's speaking. So please, Anna, do you have your mobile so you can give it to the DJ there?
Brothers and sisters, first, I would like to thank everyone for coming and sharing with us this very important and historical day. It is historical day because it is our first fundraising event for Umbili Community for Development and Power. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. And also let me give a special thanks to our sister, Anna Sebastiano, for coming and make this event happen. Thank you. She is the Assistant Treasurer of Umbili Community for Development and Empowerment. We thank you for this very special day for us. I'm George Nilo, the Deputy Director of the organization. I just want to give you a small brief about the work and the duty of the organization. We are a non-profit organization. It started in 2020. It started as a group of friends and family and relatives. We come together with an idea on how to help our people and how to support them in this difficult time. As everyone knows, South Sudan, we are coming now we are in very hard and very, very difficult situation. So we come together and we started raising some fund from our own every month and send it back home to support whatever things that we can. And then we said, why not gather our people, that community, especially the Umbili area, to sit together and to come with the idea of how they can work together for their own benefit. And they supported the idea. And from there, we said, why not include everyone to come on board with us. That's where we formed the organizations, and I myself was the deputy director, and the director's name is Edward Mo, based in Wow, and the treasurer is Albino, he's based in Juba, and the assistant is our sister Anna. So here we come and we said we have to support with the little that we can, and people was really happy and very supportive and very appreciative for everything. After that, we talk to them and they sit together there back home. And the first project that they come with was how to build the hospital unit there, because the health unit in the area there is very, very, very poor. So they come with the idea and they make a brick and they manage to make 44,000 brick. It is hard work, but with support of the community and support of our friends and relatives, we manage to make it into reality. And the second, also we managed to provide assistance to the nurse who's working in that community health unit, so she can perform her duty and her work is the best possible way in a better environment. We try our best. And last August, we also managed to, because we know the rainy season, we managed to send some, to provide some medicines back there, because in the rainy season, as we know, become very hard, especially for young children and pregnant women. The malaria is very high, So we said, why not we can provide some medicine. This is exactly what we are doing. And we are planning ahead to build the community health unit where they can be working, if we can provide some lights, generator or solar system, this kind of thing. We'll try small by small to let the community work, because as we know, our government need our support as civil society. We need to work together. We do our part and they do their part, and then we can go forward as a nation. Today we are appealing to every one of you to share us this work, to share with us this work, because it will be awesome and it will be good when we're working together with everyone we included in our board. We work together in the whole country, especially in Mbili. And as you know, the government needs the civil society very, 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 very hard. So, brothers and sisters, Umbili Community for Development and Empowerment, we recognize you, and on behalf of the Umbili, I say to you, thank you very much for your support. We really recognize it and we really appreciate it. Thank you. May God bless you all.
This is George Corn speaking from Melbourne, a relative to Hannah. I think he has covered a lot of information there about the place Mbili and the reason for this fundraising. But again, as I said from the beginning, still we're gonna hear from Hannah. She has a small presentation to give to us about that place Mbili. So you're welcome, Hannah.
Hello everyone, thank you all for coming. For those who don't know me, my name is Amwech. Christian name is Hannah. And first of all, I would like to thank everyone who has come here today to support the Umbili community for development and empowerment fundraising tonight. I've got a little PowerPoint presentation to show you, just a little briefly about where is Umbili. Background of Umbili, because a lot of people might not know where Umbili is. So Umbili is a region suited in 21 miles southeast from Wau town, so it's not very far from Wau, and it's a place where Luo people, majority of Luo live there, the Umbili, Umbili clan live there. Sorry. That's all right. That's the Umbili region, and the more we show where Umbili is, so there's not a Jur there, and it's not really far from Tonj. Yeah, just come close to you. So this is where Umbili is. So we've got the Nara Jur came from here, and then the Wau town is just right there. That's where Umbili is. We're close to Gogrial is a little bit at the top, and we've got North Tonj North as well. That's the little map that I found about Umbili. So Umbili used to know well known by where the missionary has taken back in 1904, where Bishop Garia planted his first mission of Bartazal back in 1905, and it's also a hotspot of education in South Sudan. So in Umbili there was a primary school of Umbili. Also Umbili Girls Institution, and for training for teachers, and also the most popular historical girls secondary school known as the Umbili Girls Secondary School. So a lot of people, so I will be speaking in Arabic sometimes as well. So a lot of girls, Banat Ketir, Banat Bahar Ghazal or Junub Sudan in general, غرف في مدرسة بتاع أمبيلي. So أمبيلي معروف شديد بمحل بتاع مدرسة. So في girls secondary school في أمبيلي وفي أمبيلي secondary school. لكن حسب الحاجات اللي حصل according to the tragedy that happened مشاكل بتاع حرب العالمية بتاع جنوب السودان ده made Umbili to become really like a desert. So everything has been destroyed, even the school, churches, a lot of places that were known by then is no more exist until people of Umbili have also left the place. So they start coming back again in 2005 during the Comprehensive Peace Agreement. People of Umbili have come back. So that's what a little background about Umbili. So as my uncle has mentioned, because of what has happened and Umbili become desert, really nothing in Umbili at the moment. So the people of Umbili have come together and formed this little organization called the Umbili Community for Development and Empowerment to start developing Umbili back again. So this organization was formed last year, in June of last year, with support of my uncle from Melbourne and one from Canberra, and some Umbili son and daughter back home. So the Umbili Community for Development was the mission for the Umbili, mission and vision of Umbili is just to work together as a community and enhance safety, health, sustainability, and also the organization believed the Umbili and South Sudanese work together to develop Umbili again, because Umbili was not just Umbili was for everybody. So all the girls from all other part of South Sudan used to study in Umbili. So that's the mission of Umbili there. So, and that's why we're here today, to put our head together as all South Sudanese, to support one another, to start and build Umbili again. And the only way we can do that is to raise funds together, any contribution that we can come up with, to also educate the community to stay healthy. So that's the whole aim of fundraising today, is to make sure that Umbili, we try our level best to bring back what we've lost back in during the war. So that's a little bit, and this is the bricks that they have achieved. The youth have worked really hard. They got the bricks there, almost 400 and something, as my uncle has mentioned. They really worked hard for this, but they're lacking of resources, support. Sorry? So this is the bricks. This is the bricks. Bricks that they have worked for. So they haven't built anything yet. They're just about to start, but I haven't finalized. Yeah. So your contribution will definitely make huge difference. So they've got the bricks standing there, but no resources to support, build the clinic that we're about to do. That's why we came back together when the children of Mbili have sat together. They've thought of what can we start achieving now. So the first thing they came up with is to help women and children build a clinic in Umbili area. The school is no more. Church is also destroyed. The church is also no more exists. But then we're starting with the clinic at this stage to see how we can build a clinic for women and children. So thank you. I think that's all, the end of the PowerPoint presentation. And I would like to thank you all for your generosity. And thank you.
So there we are, you have heard about Mbili. I believe that we did not hear everything, but if you have any question about Mbili, please later on you can interact with Hannah and ask her more about that. And I believe there are some of us who probably visited the place or maybe have an idea and information about where is that place and what's happening in that place. So I think what Sister Anna has given to us is just a summary of what that place is, like many other places in South Sudan that we know. There are great schools. I know Rumbek from very young boy. I heard that name many times. And I knew many people who actually studied there in the secondary school as well. So there are many towns in South Sudan that they are very small, but they are actually big if we study about them and see what these towns have produced. So Mbili, from what we have heard, is probably one of these places that has produced girl education, like I've seen there, a primary, secondary school for the girls. So thank you so much, Hannah, for the information that you have given to us. So now we're just gonna have a time of break. It's not really a break, but just to entertain ourselves a little bit, and then from there we shall continue again hearing from other people speaking to us. So now, I know, like I said from the beginning, that we don't have many people from the sub-community of Hannah here, but I say it as well that wherever community that we come from, we stand together and we support. So there is going to be a music played, and that music is meant for the dance of the Luo people. So please, Hannah and the friends, whoever is gonna help you in this, aunties, sisters, you're most welcome here. And also, I would say this is not only for women. If you're a man, you can also join in. All right, join in into the dance of the Luo people of Umbili. And Mr. J, you're ready? Just play for us the song. For the dance, I enjoyed it, but I knew if I get up, I probably will not do it so right. But it was beautiful, and probably that will be the first time for me to hear the Luo song as well. So now we are going to continue with our program, and like I said from the beginning, that we are going to have a few people speaking to us. But before we go there, I just want to ask all of us here, what is the word fundraising in your mother tongue? Please put your hands up, and I want to hear it in your mother tongue, the word fundraising. Any? Okay, now we heard one. Now, fundraising in your mother tongue. It's the same in the Jewish language as well. We want to hear different mother tongue. Fundraising in your mother tongue. How do you say fundraising? In your mother tongue. Okay. All right.
Regional Kenny.
Say it again.
Regional Kenny.
Regional Kenny. Anyone else? If you're not from the two languages that we have heard, I want to hear the word fundraising in your language. You know, when we were in Kenya, they used to say Harambe. So that's the Kiswahili speakers. They say Harambe. Now tell me in Arabic, what Arabic Juma? What's fundraising? In Arabic Juma. Do we have that? What is it? No, we don't have that? We don't have, we have to create something for them in Arabic Juma language. Alright? What about the Arabic, the fluent one? The Arabic, the fluent.
جمعية خيرية.
Is that right? All right. You know, I actually asked this question for a reason. I've attended I have attended a number of fundraising, but the one that impressed me was the fundraising for the Boer community in South Australia. I know that they have done many, but I've been to one. And on that one in particular, on that day, they raised about 60-something thousand just in one night. And about 40,000 was cash. And the rest of the money was pledges. So I wanted to know, maybe when there is the word fundraising in your mother tongue, maybe you will do it so well. Because I know the Kenyans do it really so well because they call it Harambee. For us who probably don't have that name in our mother tongue, we have to create one. If we don't have it in Arabic Yuba, we have to create one. Because when you have the name in your mother tongue or in your language, that will signify that really that activity is very important for the community. But now I don't want to pull the time too long. I have the honor to invite Uncle Mariano to come and speak to us. So please, Uncle, come. Let us put our hands together.
Thank you very much for giving me the honor today for me and for all of us who have converged here tonight. This must be the first time the Luo community of Bridal had been raising funds for the development of the very important region of Luo community.
Sorry, Magarpon Dom Uncle Jane, but before we Uncle Benjam, Niar, Ubalium Togan and Jolly Jolring, a Joling Motok, and a Twitch, we are doing Garia. Can Uncle Deagan, Lubalega Woodmoy, Sugar.
Thank you, Shukran Jazilan. One of the most important regions of Luo community in South Sudan.
Yeah, Wagachagamon, and Cholagor, Yolit, and Yan Twin Mayadi, and Twin Mayadi. Jonah Jam can Ina, then a chairman who belonged to Bujan Logjam.
Thank you, Manianka. I said in Arabic, nephew or a daughter of my auntie. That is what I've just said. So, being that region, my recognition goes to the leadership of Luo community that have just spoken from Victoria, and our daughter here, and a sister to some of you. It is really a great honor when we have children initiating such a benevolent project and commit herself and committed herself to sacrifice all that she had above her personal commitment for most children and other demand of life in this competitive society. The Luo community of Umbili, Kwarjian, in Bridal have made significant contribution that goes beyond what I will say tonight. But I would say a few things
أمبيلي يا جميلة يا منظر الحضارة حصلت لي في جنة تخرج الطيور ياهي ولا زي أمبيلي ولا ياهي ولا زي أمبيلي ولا في القرى والبادية في القرى والبادية والبنات جمالة والشباب وسامة حصلت لي في جنة تخرج الطيور أمبيلي احنا بنات أمبيلي.
So good, so pleasing.
I don't know, I have to interrupt you. Everybody have to interrupt you. I dropped my chair here.
That is why we are here.
My wife told me just you didn't say anything. I have to repeat it again. Yeah. Umbili.
Mbili have made history, not only South Sudan, not only in South Sudan, but in Sudan as a whole. Our first bishop, you know, the Catholic Church in Sudan was established in 1842. Kondokoro, in what we now call Equatoria, was established in 1852 too. And first baptism of Catholic in Bahar Ghazal, or Wow Bahar Ghazal, was in 1913. Between 200 and 300 were baptized.
South Sudan, Equatoria, Umbili waye.
Thank you. And among the 200-300 was Bishop Irneo Dud. For some of you who have been around for some time, you would have heard him. That was our first bishop from Bahar al-Ghazal. Went to school there, baptized, and became a bishop until the end. We also have one of our most celebrated civil servant that has excelled through civil service, even at the Ministry of Khartoum as a commissioner. Yepazia is also a law. There are main center Mbili and Part1. Not only that, one of the brilliant lawyers who had lived in Sudan and paid the ultimate price is Joseph Garang Ukelo. And many graduates from different ethnic ground and sisters were trained in Umbili as the first well-developed in terms of building and school administration outside war. That being the brief history then, hopefully one day we will talk more about it. But that being the history of Umbili, that contribution, I would say, despite the fact that we haven't filled the hole, our daughter Hannah Subsiano have made the most important step. I would have liked to have danced with you, but something happened to my right foot. That is why I'm limping a little bit, but I was with you in spirit. The first step will always lead to the long journey to success. We pray for you. We really appreciate you. We, from tonight, be thinking about what you have done for your community and our people. I want to add, because you may be aware of that, that what you are going to do with the little funding you raised, and will be raising it for a long time to come, will always produce or will always result in another bishop, another distinguished administrator like Jeffers Yap, or many of them, another lawyer, Joseph Garam, and other teachers too, who have taught in Rumbek Secondary School, the most and the first most important secondary school in Southern Sudan, now South Sudan, and the University of Rumbek. Through small steps and through commitment, this should be our contribution to our community back home. I always keep saying this is not a politics. We came here because a lot of people made sacrifices for us to be here. I know for myself, when I applied, although I was not a refugee, I have to say we are being killed and we need safety. And that was listened to. And we will offer a permanent residency, no question at all. At that time, we were so few to be seen and to be heard that you have a South Sudanese asking for refugee status or asylum was something special. I was asked by Senator Nicholas Bolkers, who was a senator and Minister of Immigration, give us your passport and we will give you a letter to show that your passport is with us. And come back after 3 or 4 weeks. That was that. And when I came back, my passport was stamped. Mariano and his family should remain in Australia indefinitely. The rest is history. And who are the ones responsible for that? It is you. It is some of your relatives who have made sacrifices. It is those who have taught us, both in religion and through classical education. And it is those who continue to pray for our well-being. I will not continue for long. I just wanted to say, let us pledge in our heart that when we hear Anna asking us to attend. Please let us triple our number. May God be with you all, and Hannah and her beautiful children. Thank you all.
Let's put our hands together again to Uncle Mariano. Whenever Uncle Mariano speaks, I take some historical information, some historical facts. And I don't know how Uncle Mariano still remembers all the names of people, all the names of places, but it's really a great talent. It's a great talent, and I hope that I can remember everything and every place and every name of people that I have come across. Thank you so much, Uncle Mariano, for what you have said and the information that you have given us. We always learn when you speak, we learn about new things. And I have the honor again to invite our brother here, Mbogdeng. Please make your way and give us some keynote speech.
Thank you, Brother Kakos. I just wanted also to take an opportunity to thank the Ghana people that we are meeting in the Ghana land, and that we respect their relationship with this land, the current, the future, and the past. I also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge. I think a lot of people would be coming because everyone knows me, right?
Okay, and you become a pay leader, Benda, and Bendi, my yoke. We had a seat in the end. And Baja Jordan. And you look in the seat, copy of very Gajalu for Nanjian. Moponding Mobo, Abija look jam one in, Kalauno, Kajam the Jivari no Bokojan of Jambija Dip to Bulogjan. Yana Jola Jori. Thank you.
The same, how Ben worked in the Sibia command.
Okay. I'm still waiting. So I just also want to take this opportunity to welcome and also acknowledge our uncle and also ambassador in the Republic of Tanzania, Uncle Mariano Dengor, for your presence among us. It is also honored to welcome and thank the chairperson of the South Sudanese community in South Australia, who is also part of this community as well. You are welcome to your community, and you are welcome to your members that are doing this amazing job today. All the women that have worked tirelessly to help our sister here, thank you so much. I think our women always do a better job than us with the men. So I thank you for supporting your sister to make this day possible today. The Luo community, especially the Cholis that have come to support their sister. And I know this is not the first time you people do that, especially the Cholis. It is a very good spirit, and it is a spirit that I would love to continue all the time. All the community leaders that are here, I thank you so much also for coming to attend the first event of the Luo community here in South Australia. for the leadership of the Umbili Development and Empowerment back home and here in diaspora. I thank you so much for this initiative, for coming up with this wonderful idea to develop and empower women and children. And for our own sister who is here with us tonight, and I understand she's an assistant treasurer, it's a great role. I hope you will do a lot of impact to your community. And instead of calling you Anna, I'll call you in your traditional name, Angwajogwak. Because that's what you are identified for. And sometimes we get lost or being given this Christian name, which sometimes if somebody comes and look for you, you will never be found. But if you say your name, they'll straight away say, oh, that name sounds like Lua. Are you from Lua? So I'm happy, I'm honored to be invited and also come and say a few words tonight. The reason I canceled most of my activities that I was doing tonight, I have two things in my life that I always love to support. One, children, and two, women. So anything that the young people are doing, I'll always go and attend. And anything women are doing, I'll go and attend. It is supposed to be a payback for our mothers who have suffered all the way since 1955 when the First War broke out, running with us, feeding us, and now it is a payback for all of us as a community, for them to feel that the reason why they were running around, and most of us were all born in the bushes, and we were all looked after by our mothers. So the most people that suffered are women and children. And that's why when I'm invited anything to do with women and children, I'll make sure that I cancel all the programs that I have and come. The second to that also, Lower community, this is the first event in South Australia. And as a former leader of this community, it will be an honor for me to come and give that support. A couple of years ago, one of the Luo community member came, Simon, he was the only Luo here. And during his marriage, he said he wanted to move to Brisbane because most of Nyaga are in Brisbane. And I told him, no, Simon, we are also in Nyaga. You will have to stay here. And in fact, I represent him as his uncle in that wedding. To prove to him that wherever you go, we are brothers and sisters. And to prove to you that if you go back home now, you see somebody from Adelaide here who will be more closer than you, than your brother or sister that is born with you. And I witnessed that when I went to 2019. Now coming back to the reason we are here tonight. Now development and empowerment. Uncle Mariano, I've already said the good few things about the Luo people in Umbili, who are in Umbili and Kwarjina. Umbili Secondary School for Girls was not the reason why Umbili actually came foremost. There was an elementary, used to be called an elementary in 50s. And that school used to be for boys. And in one day we got an independent. In 1976, during Ablalia time, people decided to have a school because most in all Bridal Ghazal there were no girls' school. So then, they opted to go to Umbili, and open Umbili in 1976. And during that time, all the girls, not only in Bridal, but for the rest of the country, they come to Umbili. And you know, when you are chosen, there must be something special about you, especially trusted with the girls. It means that community is a very peaceful, very lovely, very caring community. That's why they were trusted by the South Sudanese to open a school girl in 1976. Now, the other thing that they have done, it was good that a lot of politicians that they have, but the good things, the first director or a chancellor was Benjamin Ajongo, who was also from that community, to prove that these people have contributed not only in South Sudan, but then it was Sudan, the whole Sudan. Girls' education has been ignored not only in South Sudan, but even in Sudan. Because during those days, in the north, boys are taken to do Quran, and girls are sitting at home. In South Sudan, girls who go to school, if your father is one of the big sultan or chief, you will go to school. The rest don't go. So the girls' schools has been ignored not only in South, but even in the North as well. And I can prove that to you. Now, the first school, even in Khartoum, was opened in 1902. And that was not by the Sudanese, it was by Coptics. The Coptics opened a private school in 1902 for their children. Then Arabs tried also to bring in their children in. And that school now was then turned into our school, which was then called Unity School. That was the first school now in the north for the girls. And in 1920, girls, more schools were open, but up only to elementary school. You see again? Now this is in the north. I don't even want to go and talk about the south, because in the south, girls will probably be just there. No, they don't go to school. And this policy continued until 1940, where there were other schools now open. And for us, of course, it's only 50s. And I know the girls that used to go to school, there was only one school, especially in Rumbek, called Medina Girls. That was also a dormitory where girls come also from all over. That was the only school. So you can see how the girls' school has been ignored for so long. Thank you. I think he also knows me. He's going to come too. So today, to stand here, and also this good initiative being initiated by a girl, to me, it's really a great honor. That to empower girls in Umbili area, I think would be really a great honor for the whole of South. So tonight will be a night of contributing something and also contributing ideas as well. So maybe next fundraising, do it for all the Umbili, girls that have actually studied there, For all Umbili girls, and I know some of them are here, and I know Amel Manyon is also here, she also studied in Umbili. Yes. And a few are there. I'm sure if you do that, they will also contribute a lot as well, because they know what Umbili has done to them. So tonight is really a great night for us. And as our uncle has already said, when you have a school which is all popular, and we, of course, are lucky from being from Rumbek, have been very lucky. Because all the students that come to Rumbek, we learn from them. They learn from us and we learn from them as well. So it was a great honor for us that we have that special school, which is not, of course, turned into university. I would love Umbili also to be supported by doing the same. Now, all of us, when we see news, we see Israel, a lot of people say, very strong country. But Israel was built by people like us. They were all scattered all over the world. But then they work hard to make sure that Israel now is known by anyone. We can do the same by putting our hand together and make sure that we build our own community. I know this is part of our culture where sometimes we like things to come in. That time is over. It is a time for us to give. We should not always expect to only take. We should actually be learning how to give. And giving is good. In 1982, I was in Keji. And I could not believe that Keji was part of South Sudan. Because the things that they were doing there were really incredible things. They were doing Aunazati, several lines. Yes. I went by bicycle to Moyo with one of my late cousins. And when we came back, we were stopped. We found people building a school. So we were stopped. We thought we did something wrong. They said, "What? Have we done something wrong?" They said, "No, you people did not do anything wrong, but anyone that passes here, you go and take the brick, you bring it here, then you go."
Very good. Good one.
So we went and got the brick. That, it is still up to today with me, that I wish people were doing like the way they were doing in Kaji then. This is 1982. It's called Aunazati. If we can do that, then we can build South Sudan in no time. If we can do that, then Umbili for development and empowerment, we will do that in no time. Because that's what we need. But we only do that when we put our hands together. And I understand, and it's already been clearly said by our uncle, that sometimes you don't sleep with the politics and wake up with the politics and work with the politics and and eat with the politics. You put politics aside. Even in this country, there is something called bipartisan, where two parties together come and agree on one thing that moves them forward. It is there. So why don't we, as a community, now put the damn politics aside and put our hands together, put the damn tribalism aside and put our hands together, and then we do one thing: build our country. The country is not built by the president, it's built by the people. So we are supposed to be the one building the country. Like the way our brothers, the Israelites, done it. They have built their own country. The Aunazati that I saw in 1982 in Kaji. I was in Malakal Secondary School in 1978. And when that, plane fall down, we had to walk from school to that place. but it was Samani fall down. By then, there was electricity, there was, buses, and everything. When I went back in 1982 before coming to the north, there were no electricity, no tarmac roads, they were all there. So we are going backwards instead of forwards. And that's us. We are supposed to be the one building that. Now you see, because we don't want to, build ourselves, even our mother tongue will not be there, all our dialects will not be there. Because I can see now we are taught some other languages by people who are helping us. But whether we like it or not, we have to learn them because they are the ones that are helping us anyway. So why can't we help ourselves? So that we stop telling them, we do not need your languages. We have our own languages. So Sister Anna and all the leadership of Umbili Development and Empowerment, thank you so much. Sorry for boring you with the talk, but that's me. When I'm always excited, I say a lot of words because I'm excited. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mabok. Let's put our hands again to Mabok. I also learned some historical information as well from Mabok, and I emphasize what he said about children and women. And these are the group that mostly is affected by any kind of disaster that happens. And the reason is because the women look after the small ones even in time of disaster. They want to take care of the children before they start trying to think of escaping or anything. So they're always left behind. And also I'll add the elderly people as well there. Men have strength. That's why men sometimes can get away so quickly. Or when they start defending, they can also be strong in that. But women don't have that capacity because of the children that they have. Thank you, Mabok, for the information that you have given us. And the dates that you have put there, I still remember that the first school that was opened in Sudan is 1902. So if you forget anything that Mabok said, please don't forget that one. And then there is another 1976 as well. You spoke about that. That's when schools started opening in 1940s. So these are good information for us to keep and also to pass on to our little children. The young people that are growing here, so that they can know a little bit of the history of our country. So I didn't want to stay long in speech. I wanted to, that we can have a time like before, a dance, but I'm going to give one more chance first, and then after that we shall have the actually dancing for us. So we're going to all be dancing together. So I have the honor now to welcome Elder Odangi, who is the president of South Sudanese community in South Australia. Welcome.
Thank you, Jonas. I'm very pleased to be here today in this fundraising of Mbili. As a member, as Mabok mentioned, a member of Blue community, an entire Blue, but in North South, we don't have it here in the South Australia. I'm also previous president of Blue community in the school of Bridal at that time. And the funny thing was that when I come up with ideas and every sub of Blue to have their own community, it was hard for my brothers from Blue in Bahar Ghazal, because in Awil, there was only one association which is called Awil Community. It worked well with the Shuluk, it worked well with the Anuak. Shuluk made the association in 1989 for sure.
Banyi believe talk. Banyi South Sudanese.
So, thank you, Dave. So this is just a brief I want to say, but today is a very wonderful day. We come together as a South Sudanese community to support one community among our community in South Sudan. I'm very pleased. My acknowledgement goes to my uncle ambassador, he actually rang me when I was in another event, and also Mabok. Mabok is a former Sudanese president, and former African Community President, Ajab, which is leader, and where's Achor? Achoring is the leader of Gabriel, strong ladies, respected mother leads and youth leader as well, South Sudan's community, and mothers, you are most welcome. Probably like my book, naturally I like kids, and I like also to support women. Indeed, I want to say one of the statement Arab said, Arab بيقول الأوطان تبنى بالسواد، الأوطان تبنى بالسواد. I'm not here. If you want to build a nation or country, it is the sons of those countries to build their own country. Hallelujah. So if we want to build South Sudan or part of South Sudan, it is we to do it. We don't need to ask relief for Sudan to be built by relief. But we want to get this idea of humanitarian and support. We are rich as a nation. We are strong as a nation, but it comes when you are united together. We become rich and strong when we are united together. We can make more. We can build more areas, not only Mbili. And then we are lacking. That we are lacking as a community. Thank you. I would rather say, I'm from this, which is, it doesn't help us. If now we call one white man into this place, he never know who he is. I mentioned this in 2015 when we started that game. No one knows. We are the same. We are the same. Since we are the same, we need to work together. We need to support each other. We need to be united. And my advice always, please don't import what's happening there in South Sudan. Your South Sudan is Adelaide. Your South Sudan is Adelaide. Get that right. If you are not getting along with your neighbors, with your fellow members of South Sudanese here in South Australia, don't dream about other South Sudan in that country. Never. It is us to make that possible. If we are united here, we can influence also the politics there in the country. And today I'm very proud. Like my niece, Akola niece, to me, when he started the idea, she came to me and said, Uncle, I want to do this. I said, all right, to do this right, you must go to Baharabazar leadership. Get it right from Baharabazar leadership. And then I will be behind you, support you, my network, my friends will come in. But you actually, originally, you are from Baharabazar. Yes, we are lucky as a Luo. We got Luo in all regions. We got Luo in Baharabazar, we got Luo in Upper Nile, we got Luo in Equatoria. So we are lucky. That's why I said, you start from Baharabazar. Leadership of Baharabazar, start with them, elders. And then also I will do my homework with my region and other friends, my network, so that they can support you. Because I'm not the leader of Luo. I'm a leader of all South Sudanese. Whoever wants to start things, they might start it, then I will then back up. And that's why she made it right, and today people are here. And that is a great achievement for a young woman to come up with this idea of development. I like the name of development. 10 years ago back, more than 10 years ago back, one of my colleagues is a politician. His name called Kon. He's a part of Mu'tamar al-Watani. And he said, you need to work hard. He's advising me. Tomorrow, Mr. X going to be this. I told him, I'm not interested in politics. I'm only humanitarian. I will focus on development. I'm good at that. Because I'm not good at politics. Not because I'm not capable, because I will tell you this is white and this is black. So that's my role. I like development and humanitarian. And indeed, all of us got this idea, we will really build ourselves. Now we're making so many stuff, which is good. I like what you do, it's good. But also I'm very critical of why we don't think about here. Why we don't do things for ourselves here. In South Australia, we are the bigger population. We are the big population, but we don't have any one-room office or one-room hall. We don't have, but we do have money. We do have money. We do money. Some of us, we will raise funds, send money. We are doing that. We want to bribe those people. We want to bribe them, make them happy for us, so tomorrow we'll go get employment. But I tell you, that's not right. Not right. Do it here for yourself, for your future, your children. We need a place for our kids. It is us to make that possible. We can make it. If we pay one of 500, we can build. Some people come to me and say, why don't we write a grant? And I told him, you can't ask relief to build a house. Grant, there's a category. When I ask grant for something, not to build a whole build with a grant. I told him, you from Upper Nile, you bring money. But others bring money, Kotora bring money. Then I'll say to the government, this is what we have. Can you please have it up? It's supposed to be that. But I can't write and say, build for me this. But I know we can make it. We are a very generous nation. We know how to sacrifice. We can make that. Let's focus to do things for ourselves, and then we will be able to build our country, South Sudan. And please identify yourself always with South Sudan. Sometimes people ask me, are you Denka or Equatorial? Are you Denka or Equatorial? From this, these things come from us, telling other people I'm this and this. I would have replied, say, no, South Sudan have 3 regions. Equatorial, Upper Nile, and Bahar Azal. What do you mean? What do you mean? All right? Identify yourself with the South Sudan. If you go more, go to regions. Say, I'm from Upper Nile, I'm from Equatoria, I'm from Bahar Azal. I like that. It's a region, you can't deny that. But don't say, I'm a Nuak, I'm this. It doesn't help us. We show that we are more divided. We tell them we are divided. And that one was the question of the mayor when I met him. Say, oh, are you now guys want to involve? Are you not divided on this? From where did they get this idea? It is we go and sell ourselves and say, I'm this, I'm better than this. That will not help us. Let's talk language of South Sudan, or Bahar Azal, or Upper Nile, or Equatoria. As a region, not our tribe. I'm going to thank you. You're able today to bring the South Sudan together. When I mean say South Sudan, because I see Bahar Azal, I see Upper Nile, and I see Equatoria. I'm very proud and happy today. This is a real gathering of South Sudanese and South Australia. And this is more important to me, you're bringing unity in my state. I give you credit for that. Bring it together, this is a unity. Because mostly, every community they start by themselves. But this one, you bring all of them together, having also our uncle in our midst is very important. It's not oral history is somebody also, he can write. You will learn from him, from his experience. Apart from my book and uncle and me, most of you are very young. Mamasha is here, sorry Mamasha. Katiba Banad, you are not there. We need to start to support each other. Sorry, Achol did fundraising before, but the same day we got sad news, and one of our community members couldn't able to, but it's still you owe me. All right? I like fundraisings, but mainly let's do fundraising to support ourselves. And when there are disasters, backup is okay. If there is a disaster, suppose all of us to come together, okay, to support them. Now we got people who are displaced. We can do that. We can do fundraising. We can bring things together and send it back to South Sudan, or send it back where they are, whether they are Khartoum or in Uganda or in whatever in the country. That's what we're supposed to do. And for those who come from Khartoum, they know. Al-Khartoum background, Ukhtarabi. That's right. They are from Khartoum. Manasa Gani, do that's right. And we also be able to do that. We can do more than that. If Adelaide said you want to build that, one class in that Adelaide community, you want to build one class. And then we can do it. Community Adelaide said, we want to do that in Mbili. All of us step together, whether you're about to have a night, or Equatorial, say, let's build that. Next time we're going to do this in Ecuador. Next time we're going to do this. By doing that, we're going to go to our country. I will not take much because I'm going somewhere. Sorry, I'm going somewhere as well. On behalf of my family, we will contribute to you 200 Angwech. And thank you.
Thank you, Lord Aini, for the words that you've given. He has spoken about many things. One of the things that are important in his notes are unity. So it's very important for us to be united. And he said unity starts from here before we think about South Sudan, because we are living here right now. So thank you so much for that. So the plan was to have some of the people speaking to us, and then after that we shall have our dinner. But because time is ticking, we will be having our dinner, and then at the same time we shall be listening to some few people. And also definitely we are going to hear from some of the mothers as well. But for now we want to entertain ourselves a little bit by an Acholi dance. And like I said at the beginning, all of us could join and all of us will dance together. So DJ, if you're ready and if the group is ready, you're welcome to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is one of the Luo groups as well. So I have already announced that we are serving ourselves. So if I have not reached you, just please know that we are serving ourselves. And then we're just going to continue with our program because, like I said, time's ticking and we shall continue. Who would like to speak and then make some announcement? And we shall keep on continuing with our program as well.
I know you're a tough girl, and it's very tough for you, but you've been really a tougher. Yeah, and don't stress, and I wish you all the best, and I wish everything goes well. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now I would like to call Jack McCain, Brother Jack McCain. If you're ready, you
Thank
come.
you, my brother. What can I say first? I can ask how many people like this program. If you love that one, please bring $2 here. $2, please. Thank you, my brother. If you love this program, please, $2. Thank you. Thank you, my Bob. Thank you very much. Thank you, my sister. That's $2. They will make difference. Thank you, Nasib. Thank you, my sister. Jody, you can stand here. Thank you, my mom. Me, I'm here to help. If you follow my program, I help people. If you come to me, I will help you. How to get money. Why? Our country, we are behind. And we are just joking here. We have money, and we don't want to give. I do fundraising for her. How much did you get?
16,000.
Wow. 16,000, and I don't want to get anything from her. Yesterday, she came to my house. I do in my TV. How much did you get? $880. And another guy came, he gets 60,000. How many hours I do yours?
It was just 2 hours.
2 hours and half. Today, my sister, I will support you. I will put another 200 to make that one $1,000. If she think about something back home, why are we not helping her? We pay being here, and that bin, we are putting the money in the bin. And if we take them home, they will help. Please, our Sudanese, take this message with you. We support one another. We support one another because this country was built whereby people support each other. We came here and we will end up with nothing. Our children are going. If we build something back home, something better, they will see, then we will take them there. I will talk with my office, Anna. Hello? I will talk with my office. If you are lucky, we will contribute another $1,000. We are here to help. If you have a problem, please come to me. I don't charge anything. I just call people to help you. Our people, not white people. It's our people to help you. But not your being for your house. Something I will see this one will benefit and a poor person back home. That's where I will help you. We are not here to joke. I'm a leader, but I don't use that leadership. I use my mind to help some people. If someone gets you now, they will ask you, are you from Sudan? Then I say yes. And why are you not using that Sudan to help? Money is nothing. Come tomorrow, Hannah, come tomorrow and collect your money. I will talk with the people, you will get 1,200 tomorrow. Thank you.
Awe, and bita dinyo chia jang cho nasib, jana cho go be ko joni. Aba ko lu use, yo ela ko dit ba. Kana won wela jang, I'm actually comfortable to talk with my mother tongue. I can speak a bit of Arabic, but I will not speak what I was supposed to say. I can speak a bit of English, which is I'm using now, but I will not finish my old word I like to say. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are here, they don't speak Dinka, but just forgive me and ask anyone near you if I said something to explain to you.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. We got to come on the bill. Yanan with your faded. Nasiba Jang, known as a young break, to make a picture lane. Kadena Ulwilton, Ekopia the Paidid. I didn't forget about Umbili, but it's just coming to the same things. Kwanya Ulwilton, at the same thing, can don't take a chit lawyer anagan. In a logo, my sister La Corki Kajalong, Assassin Panda. In a decream did Japan de Panakim, na Legram away eaten crown with the a team. In a Kaluya like you a choke. But I work with your gear walked and team connected to a Chinese jot. A quit to love that I got a tongue English. Today I walk a look at she wad a yai. Team gonna man, she exists, live in. When a team ye love you, the people of Norton, who be a loyal. They are to are here like a coggle can dear Agaga pay now Luke mentioned by the name. Koiko Alu Biruake Wogan, Koiko Alu Biruake Koiko. Sorry to bring that in small history because Kaloyana in which you were Penacolcan. Quite leaders there. Quite leaders then, President Mathiogan. Quite one go to go. Kiban one, take a dog a wheel China community age. Lakin we got a college of pay did, and a sip jong I took a college of pay with quite one long jongale. Mostly a child of belly cabo, now the cabo raja take away. Come when by Louis, you took a chicken and when she by nan, you know, put on by nan, South Sudan till Wilton, in a word, Lebaloi kadang baloi mention ke nasib thank you nasib aja ya no pa kaiti a koi ke wo ban Koi jungle ya koi go pay. Men look would peasy loud between Barakazal, jungle go jala kadangundu, jala Equatoria. Kuburu da koi chicken Umbili. Assassin yen. Tina bi wok tin ke long to yaw ko jo wow til wel ka ko jo wow Umbili jogan ki la gatin lakin Umbili ki first time ba ja pinga ko le loy fundraising Umbili ja lai pinga ya ko ran ki la tin lakin Umbili ja pik ka piat ke ke ko loy ka edi ka we mi da kai we ka cha ka le ai ko jo bar ka zal ka cha bel ke ga de ko loy ke chande no Umbili etai bar ka zal we ya we ga chale ben nun tai nun cha be mana tegen bi we mi kun nyang fin ko kun ko dal we ko dal ga community ya be ja pe di de wo chan bu ko jitene ke yo tan we la ko di uncle dia to 2 days ago I to do lakin ke cha chole ya bo e ko loy Umbili chi to chan pana ki me la loy ko be ja pe di de mana mali pana ki me na to anang malaria ke simple ni jong no pana ku jala ya biran bi ya dong buto ene ka no ekene ko e kre di ron ke jilwe ke lo te ga di yubi di di en ke ben lakini wala won makar fona be yen nyana ka la ko di bukati na kan lwe lakini ina na sanundu aju yege 500 o ba ti la ko di kadang ka ti ko mo ke wona aju ko be lo tinun kayen wana be na bu yegin cash ku jala re za bu jay yegin we la ko di do bo mo we ga jakale
atian halu bi amen ya nan tu ban jam fa ran ya cha ka pengan jolo ko yolit are nyan tu ma ya dit ko den tu ma ya dit so iso reben na che chol chulwe ale nyan ba yo ko ben mana te ko be gana bi belu sharo ko taban wo kai san o pa wadana ena bi wo ne ra no nge ke wo na won de ke den lo ko ban ko belu support ka time chung nya ba di ko wela chi nya na ka chi ko le ban ka na chi di lo ban le ar di ke le ko we shukran.
I might not have heard everything that has been said, but I know the amount of the money that has been donated. So please, can we put our hands again to our mountain? Yes, thank you so much for the contribution. And now we continue. So if you have just arrived or you missed what I said, we have started taking dinner. So please make your way to the table and serve yourself, and we shall continue with our program. So I have the honor now to call our brother Panchol. So please come and speak.
Thank you. My name is Panchol Jok. I know some of you maybe know me a little bit, and I know some of you don't know me at all. I came with Jacob Jok, and we used to attend some of the event together, sometime in the community, different communities. In our community, we work together with him. We related, and he's my friend. So they call us sometime we are twin, but we are not. We just friends. We live together. We cousin. So we came tonight to support mobile community. Let me start with Anna. I know Anna through my wife, and my wife is supposed to come tonight and support her, but she went for a certain funeral, so she didn't make it to come and support her. And she told me she's gonna call Anna, and our support as a family, it may come through her. But with my friend and my cousin Jacob Jok, I will say what we contributed. And before I continue, I just feel tonight as Agar, and Agar. Sorry, Ani Agar. First, mean you just a man from Agar, you got nothing. So I'm just Agar first tonight. So sorry for that. I think this fundraiser or fundraising is so important, and it's not for this particular community. It's for all South Sudanese. When you go to that region and you are sick, your cousin sick, or relative, or whoever related to you, and he goes to that clinic, it will be treated. So it's for all South Sudanese. So I'm glad for Anna to come up with his relative to come up with this project. I know in our community we say not the large number of people contribute a lot of money. It's only few people who are committed. Those who are committed are the ones contribute a lot of money, because they contribute with the whole heart for the site development. So tonight, we look like a few people, but we are many. In the eye of God, we are many. So I'm happy to attend this event, not to come with anything now, but I have to come to support you. My brethren and brethren of each of us can make this one to be wonderful and to be successful. Our contribution with Jacob will be $500. And in our community, we've got a lot of many fundraising is going on now due to the disaster of floods in Bor area, or in Upper Nile, or in Jonglei. So even before Jacob went for another fundraising, and it's going on for some months, because we are contributing to help those who are displaced by the disaster. So thank you tonight. I will not talk much, but we just come to show that we support this lady. Thank you so much.